I've wanted to use this since it was announced for Farm Sim 22. It is just the perfect little tractor for us to use to do stuff in our vineyards with, and it is only 30,000. Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the Old Stream Farm. We are headed up to the shop. It is January and we have had a massive stroke of luck. So we made a lot of money last time. We made 185,000-ish once we deducted the loan for last month. And so we can spend a little bit of money. We're actually in the territory where a second-hand grape harvester would be affordable to us. But that's not what we're going to buy today, because we have had a little bit of stroke of luck in the shop. Not only has the Galani Bale turned up with 63% off, and we've been wanting to get this Bale, and to get it for 14,000 is brilliant. So we're going to pick this up, we're going to get it repaired, and we're going to go from here with that. What colours we got? I don't think rim colours it matters much. No, we'll just go with the standard rim colours on it, and wheel setup. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in having the wide bales. In fact, the wide bales lifted up slightly, and we want to avoid doing that, I think. So yeah, let's grab that. So we are going to buy that. Perfect. So that's 14,000. But then this has come up. And I've wanted to use this since it was announced for Farm Sim 22. It is just the perfect little tractor for us to use to do our stuff in our vineyards with. It is great. It will spread the load a little bit, and it is only 30,000 to get this little methane tractor. So we're going to get this. We can put a front weight on it or a standard. I'm just going to go standard so we can tow stuff with it. If we find we need a front weight, then we will. And no GPS. We're going to buy that. We're going to have to get a trailer, though, to transport that back later. So we will look at that. Now, the only other thing here is the Brantner, but I'm going to leave that at the moment. 7,500 is pretty good, but we don't really have a tractor we can pull that with easily. Would be really good to sell our grapes with that, though. So that's where we are with those. Which means we need to get the baler back to our farm and see if this will actually work with this little tractor. I'm really, really hoping it will. If it doesn't, we're going to be looking at trying to get probably get a third tractor on the farm, something that we can do some other bits with. Otherwise, I want to do some bits with possibly replacing our little front loader. We've got the opportunity to get a JCB Teletruck in, which I think would be much more useful on here. So I think we'll have a look at that a little bit later. At the moment, though, we need to clear off a job that has been hanging around for quite a while we were doing those other baling contracts. And that is clearing off this hay. We've got the hay on here. Now, I'm hoping that we're not going to have the same problem with this baler as we had with the other one we tried to use. Seems to be... yeah, seems to work with this tractor a lot better. So I'm quite happy with this. This is a much better setup than we had with the other balers. Or the, yeah, that little case baler. And the fact that we've managed to pick this baler up at such a cheap price is absolutely perfect. I'm not going to spend too long on this grass work today, because we've been spending a lot of time both on this map and on No Man's Land doing grass work. Just to say that this baler is performing absolutely brilliantly. I am so pleased that it turned up at the price it did. I think it's probably not that much more we've spent on this than it would have cost us to rent. It does mean that once this field is turned to grapes, we're going to be able to use this baler and the other grass equipment we've got on the farm for doing contract work. So we won't have to release any contract stuff anymore. We can just take this stuff and go and do contract work with it, which should be perfect. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's drop that bale off. And then from there, we should make a whole ton of money without actually having to spend much of it to get the work done in the first place, which will be absolutely brilliant. It's gonna make us money, as we've seen, hand over fist if we spend like the springtime just doing silage bales will be worth an absolute fortune to us. So yeah, I'm gonna get this field cleared off. We're then gonna look at getting these bales cleared, and to do that we might go and grab ourselves another new piece of kit. I think we've got about one more bale that we'll get off this field if we're lucky. And then that is this field all done and dusted and ready for us to get... Oh, wow. So close. There we go. Ready for us to get our grapevines into. I think we might give it a roll. It will make it fully fertilized and make it easier for us to do. So drop that down. And go like that. There we go. So we've also got 3% hay in this bale, but baler, but that's not going to make much difference to us. So we'll just get this into here and get this dropped off in here. Perfect. So what we're going to need to do next, I think, is probably leave this tractor here. And I want to go up to the shop in the Land Rover, get ourselves a new trailer, and doing that, we'll be able to get the methane tractor back. We can then go and sell the little front loader we have and get all its tools and everything onto that as well. And then go and replace it with a JCB, I think, a little telescopic loader, which should be really useful and able to hold a little more weight than that other little piece of kit can. So bringing this into here, let's park here and go and have a look in here. So if we have a look here, we've got a new item in the shop, but that I don't think is any use to us. Yeah, that's for slurry tanker. So, trailer-wise, we want to look in miscellaneous, and I think we've had one of these before on here. Yeah, something said, I've seen that you can drop the sides on it as well, apparently, which might be quite a useful little thing. But certainly, if we're going to be doing contracts around the map, doing stuff where we need to get some of our equipment about, we're going to do that. Now, I just need to double check. What is the number plate on the Landy? VF010S. Okay. So, yeah, we did start with that one. So, trailer. Here. VF001. Old stream. There we go. Right. And, okay, that. And then we're going to buy that. Perfect. And then, yeah, that should be it for now. Let's head over here in our Landy and we'll get the methane tractor back to the farm. Shouldn't be shouldn't be too bad for doing most of what we need to do. This will certainly do all the jobs of the mulching around our grapevines. It should also do the job of the cultivating around them as well. So we'll get the cultivator and the mulcher, and both of those should do that. There we go. Unfold the trailer. And then reverse this up. Does it have a... Yeah, it has an A and a B speed. Wow, this actually moves quite nicely, this little tractor. It should take a little bit of weight off our Antonio Carrera, this one. Which is good. It should be really useful to us for that. Straps down. Perfect. Let's fold that back down. Like so. And then we can get both of the... we can get this back to the farm. And then we can get our front loader loaded onto it. I've wanted to have a play around with this little methane tractor for a while. So the fact that it's come up and that I'm able to use it is absolutely brilliant. We're going to unfold the trailer. Undo straps. And then... started it up, put it into reverse, and we'll plonk it in the shed. So yeah, this will spread our work a little bit on it. Should work brilliantly for us. And then yeah, this here is the other one. So this will not fit. I don't think any of this fits on the piece of kit we want to get. So we're looking to get... I don't think it's not a front loader. I think it's classed as a skid steer, isn't it? Not. It's classed as a forklift. This takes... I think this takes skid steer implements, if I remember correctly. So none of our current implements will work with it. I will double check that before I sell them all at the shop. And we switch things over. But I think that's just going to be just that little bit more stable when we're doing stuff. Oh, can we? Right. Okay. I think the best bet for me is to load these up on the flatbed. And then we can take that up there with the tools on. And just a flat trailer up there with these on. This might even attach the flatbed so I can just pull it out a little bit and put the rest of the kit on. There we go. Hooked up to the flatbed. We'll take all of those off and then just lock down that there. Disconnect that and I'll go and grab... Actually, no. We'll take this down the bottom and load up the rest of the tools. The only tools we had for this were the big bag lifter, the bale spike, and the forks, which you guys saw a minute ago. Let's just lock that on. Right, so, and we've now sorted that. Those are loaded onto the blue trailer, and we can bring those down in a bit. What we're going to do first, though, is get this up to the shop, get it sold, and then we can get the JCB, and we'll head back down in the landy, head back up with the trailer, and try out those bits, see if they fit. And if they don't, we'll get them sold very quickly, and if they do, then we'll just transport them back down here. In fact, no, let's bring the JCB home. We've got no reason to keep that up at the shop, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is bring this into here like so. And we don't even need to unload it from the trailer. We just back the trailer up and then sell it off the back of it, I think. For a moment, I thought about holding on to this. And maybe... How much is this worth? Is this going to go a long way to paying for that? 23,000 to buy a forklift to keep at the shop is going to cost us at least 37,000. Okay, so that's not a cheaper way of doing that. And yeah, to buy another set of front loader tools, not front loaders, front loader tools, a pallet fork. Yeah, this is actually worth. I think we'll keep this up here. We need something to load stuff up at the shop. Oh, come on. Into the right vehicle. We need something to load stuff up at the shop. So, yeah, let's leave this here. We'll grab the JCB. We're going to need to bring a set of forks up here anyway. Would have actually been helpful to have realised this before I came up from the farm. We're going to have to sell the rest of the tools anyway, so it doesn't make much difference, I don't think. Or we might not have to sell the rest of the tools. Of course, I am making that presumption. Right, so we'll stop this off here, and we're not going to sell this. That is going to make things much easier for us down at the shop. And then we'll pop in here, into here, and actually, I am going to need to bring that trailer back up here. Because we're going to need something. If this does take skid steer loader tools, we're going to need something to load them, to get them onto the trailer. No GPS. Wow, interesting set of main colours we can choose here if we wanted. I'm going to go with the standard JCB though. Rim colour, I am going to put chrome rims on it. And I think this is VF 06, isn't it? We're going to have to change the number plate on the methane trapped because I didn't do that. Back only, and okay. So I can drive this down the road, interestingly enough, and buy, yes. There we go. That's that purchased. Let's head out here and have a look. There it is. I'm just going to disconnect that trailer, and we'll bring the tools up here, and we'll see how well that works. So here's our trailer full of tools. We'll take them over here. Just try and see if they fit on our tele truck. I don't think they will, as my understanding is right on how this works. It works with the yeah, those don't connect to that. Right, so we are going to want a new set of tools with this. And we're going to want to sell everything but the forks from this. And we'll leave the forks on the on our little Schaefer that we've got here. So into here. We want to sell that. We want to... Nope. Sell that. Yes. Okay. And we want to sell the Bale spike as well. Yes. Okay. So let's get this last piece unloaded. We just need to unbuckle that. Bring this up. And pull that off. Then we can reload this trailer with the tools we need back down at our farm. There we are. And, yeah, board that new JCB. And get that all back. We're down to 86,000. We have used a fair amount. I'm not too worried. It would be nice to have bought a harvester for the farm, but we don't need one. We can rent that each year and still make a load of money off it, especially as we know we have the extra field coming in, and that will easily then cover the cost of everything we're doing to harvest. Right, that trailer off. Actually don't want to turn off the Discovery. We want to bring it over here, park it up next to this, and then we can go into the shop and buy the other bits of equipment that we need for the JCB. So as I said, I believe it uses skid steer tools. So we are looking for the bits that we've got from here. A pallet fork, I think, is going to be a necessity. We either get that in red or grey. We'll buy that in grey. And we also want a Bale spike, so we'll buy that. Yes, okay. The other bit I'm going to buy... Oh, no, we've already got one of those. The other bit we're going to buy, yeah, one is probably the high dump bucket. And my reasoning behind that is when we want to put fertilizer and so I know I should be able to do the fertilizer and things and seeds and things into our greenhouses with this. So I'm not going to worry about that now. If we need to do it later, we will do. Nothing else here is stuff we need. So back out of that. We might eventually need the round bale grab. But at the moment, I'm not going to worry about that. So we want to get these 2 bits loaded onto our trailer. And yeah, cracking little JCB teletruck. It's been wanting to use, again, another piece of kit I've been wanting to use for absolutely ages. And I think just the size of everything that we're using and the way everything's working on this farm, this is just the perfect little implement to have on that. And it's interesting, it's going to be the only thing that I put on this trailer. Now, we might, well, put both of them on here then. There we go. And we'll hop over and grab the bale spike as well and get that on. So drop that off too. And then back this up. And then this will be able to go around the fields for us to be able to pick up bales for when we're doing silage and things. Plonk onto that other trailer there. We'll be able to transport stuff about using... Oh, there we go. Using this trailer, which is why this is so useful. I think that, as I said, I think the sides can be folded down on this trailer. Let's just have a quick look on that. There we go. Yeah, the sides can be folded down. Perfect. So, yeah, if we want to get only a few seeds and things, we can do that on here. Or we only have a few eggs and things, don't need the bigger trailer. We can use the Brockman for that as well. But this trailer is actually useful to us on the farm now, as well as that one. So that's all pretty cool. Let's get the JCB back down to the farm then. And then I'm just going to swing back up here, grab the tools, and then we'll have everything back down at the farm and we can get it all unloaded. Heli truck is back at the farm and I've got our flatbed trailer behind us now. So we're just going to pull over onto the field here and undo that like so. Undo that like that. And then we can get these unloaded. Oh, actually, I didn't want to disconnect the trailer from the landy because we're going to be using the landy because it's actually fairly powerful to carry the bales to the point we want to get them loaded or unloaded again. So we're going to get the forks off and just out the way, and then we can get the bale spike on and get these bales loaded up. And just see how effective this little JCB teletruck is at doing the jobs that we need it to on here. I think the round bale grab for when we're doing silage bales is going to be something we want. I don't think I want to spike everything. Especially, well, we could do, but I don't think it's overly realistic. So I think the way we'll probably do those is to actually go and do it properly. But this should be much more stable than the little front loader we had before, and we should be able to pick up at least 2 bales at a time with it, especially if we get things lined up right. Get it lined up so that that bale spike, the middle bale spike, is just outside. You line your height up so it's right, and that puts it right through the middle of that bale. Then you know that the other bale you can line up to be just the other side of that bale spike, and it will go on here with ease. But also, you know that if the first bale is on the ground, then they're the same height and they are wonderfully close together, only separated by a bale spike. It is brilliant. It makes it so easy to stack bales on here. We've got 12 hay bales off this field. The which at 4,000 each, or 4,500 each, or 9,000, so 36,000 in total. There we go. Yeah, about 36,000, I think that is. 6 nines, yeah. 36,000. So a nice number of bales off there. And all cleared off this field rather nice and quickly. So we'll park our tele truck here for now. And I'm just going to drive these round. I've realized something else. We have 84,000 left. I want to go and take this and buy something that is actually going to make us far more money than getting a hold of a harvester. We can buy the grape juice factory. We need to buy it today, and we need to get our grapes into it today, because the best time to sell grapes is February. And if we leave it any longer, we're not going to sell grape juice is February. So if we leave it any longer, we're not actually going to catch the wave. So I want to produce enough to at least get some in at the best price. So yeah, let's go find the grape juice factory, which should be just up here, I think. Yeah, if I remember correctly, it is just on the side. Oh, actually, this is the raisin factory. Okay, let's have a look at raisins then. So grape juice, as I was saying, that peaks in February. Raisins, that peaks in September. So ideally, we want the factory. It drops back down in March, gets a little bit back, but yeah, still is quite a good amount of money. So let's see if we can find a few production. Spinnery, grape processing unit. That's for raisins. So I think it's here. I do think it's actually here. We're going to drive in and have a look. So let's pull into here. I could be completely wrong, and we'll have a look in here and see what this produces. But certainly this is where the grapes go in. Grape processing unit. I think that... Okay, we're going to buy it for 80,000. There we go. We're down to just 4,000 left. So in our production chains now, we should have perfect grape juice. We can do that. Let's go and get that doing. So I'm going to head back to the farm. We'll jump into our tractor. And yeah, we'll start getting some of these grapes processed. And hopefully get some grape juice out that we can make money. And anything that doesn't process in time, we'll just turn that into raisins and sell it in September. This is where these sudden spur-of-the-moment decisions come a little bit a cropper. In that, I now know and now realize why we needed that high dump bucket from before. We want to load the grapes up. We're going to need to load grapes up at least in March in order to sell them anyway. And yeah, if we want to load them up today, we're going to need that high dump bucket. So my hope is it's exactly 4,000. That is crazy. So buy that. And that is, yeah, that is where we're left with that. This... left with £881. Not quite where I wanted to be from all the money that we bought last time. But it does at least mean that we should make extra money from our grapes at the very least. Whenever we sell our grapes, we will make extra money from them. Doing this way. So I'm quite happy with this. It's a little bit sudden and a little bit off the cuff, but hey, all the best plans are. And yeah, wow, this is really wide for this trailer. Oh, let's see how this does. Right, turn that off, lock that down, close it. Let's get this back to the farm. Okay, so after that little diversion to grab ourselves a bucket for our tele-truck here, we should be able to now get our grapes that have been sitting here for a while, get them loaded up. Advantage of this course now is we'll be able to take our grapes directly from the field. into the sell point or into our factory, and won't have to worry about them hanging around the yard like this. And probably means we don't need this bucket much, but we do need this bucket to fill stuff up. Now we should be able to get this. This is a high dump bucket. It doesn't seem to want to do the high dump feature at all. No, it's tipped them anyway, but yeah, it should high dump this. Or maybe it's an unfold command, or just one that we don't have set up on here. Bring this up, and let's try that again. Let's just empty it out this way. We can always send that out a little bit further. So this is our first full trailer of grapes. Turn that off. And then we can take this and get this tipped. I think we need to turn off, yeah, the landy just quickly as well. Right, let's go get these sold. I think the quickest route is actually out the back of the farm this way. Yep, straight down here to our production facility, and we should actually be able to get into it the side here, I think. Oh, no, we do have to go round and into the other entrance. So let's just spin round and through this entrance here. We're small enough in this tractor and this trailer to get through here, I think. Thread the eye of the needle. Straight down the side. And there we go. I think you're meant to come in at it from the other direction looking at this. So come in from our other road and then out this way. Although the one-way street that brings us down here brings us directly in. So let's tip this. I know we've not got a. We did have an icon. There it is. Right, let's get this in here better. So bring this here in. Yeah, so it doesn't sit exactly where the tip point is. It's there. That should be further back. That should definitely be further back. There we go. All tipped. And we can head back to the farm. Although, I want to get this processing grape juice straight away. So in here, we want to deactivate the raisins. We don't want it producing any raisins at all at the moment. We want as much grape juice before next day as we can. And actually, that's going to be a really good conversion. So I just hope we've got enough money. That's my biggest worry. £60 to go, that might run into a problem. But we'll see how we do. And after quickly getting our second trailer full done, we've actually got 97% in the second trailer, so that's all good. We just want to spin this around here and get this one unloaded as well. Bring you in. There we go. And tip that. And that gets them unloaded as well. And they're gone. And then that means we should have a good production going of. So we've got a good production going of grape juice straight off the bat. 11,600 and. Or we might just get all of these through. Yeah, we might just get all of these through before. Oh no. No, for raisins we would. For grape juice, we're not going to. So we'll get as much through as we can, and then the rest, yeah, we'll go to raisins, and we can do that later. But we should get a decent price for this, so it's going to be well worth doing. With all that complete, we've got one last job to get done today, and that is going to be getting some water into our greenhouses. They are completely dry. They are not producing at the moment, and well, we're going to need some money because we need a defoliator. So how much is that going to cost us? Having forgotten that completely. 16,000. So, and it's not going to be that much to lease it. We actually have enough money at the moment to lease that. So, next day, I think that is probably going to be the way to go on that. Not great, but then I hadn't fully expected to be buying that Grape factory today. So, yeah. Let's get these filled up with water, and that will get these all restarted and growing us some more lettuce, which, as we know, brings in a decent amount of cash. Just filling up our 6th and final tank of water for today. This should mean that both of our greenhouses are well over half full in their water. We can top these up over the next few days to keep them running, but means we should start earning some more money from the lettuce in a bit. I think come March, April time, we are going to have to do another silage bale contract, simply because we'll need the money to plant our next set of grapevines. So let's unload this. There we go. And yeah, we'll need to do that. We're going to need to get some money together for these, to defoliate these. We've got some mulching and a whole load of stuff to do to come March with our grapevines as well. But all in all, I'm quite happy with today. It's been a pretty successful day. We've managed to get a whole load of new equipment, spend more money than I meant to, but hopefully our grape juice is going to pay off and help cover that. And yeah, getting these working again is going to help start paying stuff again. So time to build some money back up on the farm, having spent all the money that we've just made. So that's where we're going to be starting on next time. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.